social studies lesson, I did the exploring geographical features, and which is for third grades, and the objective is the students will identify and understand various geographical features in their local region, utilizing vocabulary related to geography and demonstrating comprehension through reading and discussions. The standards I choose is Social Studies 3.1.1. Identify geographical features in their local region. Examples: desert, mountains, valleys, hills, coastal areas, oceans, lakes. And for the LA standard, I choose RI.3.7, which is use information gained from illustration, for example, maps, photographs, and the words in the text to demonstrate understanding of the text. And for the vocabulary, I choose to do desert, mountains, valley, hills, beaches, seas, lakes, rivers, woods, plains, islands, caves, marshes, volcanoes, and flatlands. In the materials we will need for this lesson plans is maps of local areas, pictures or illustration of geographical features, and task cards. And the lesson procedure is that for the introduction, we will start the lesson by showing students a variety of pictures or illustrations depicting different geographical features such as mountains, rivers, and forests. And we will ask students to identify what they see and share any prior knowledge they have about these features. This will serve as a hook to engage students' interest in the topic. And for the vocabulary introduction, we will introduce the vocabulary words related to geographical features, discussing each term's definition and providing examples. We will encourage students to repeat each term after we reinforce understanding. And here we can see the vocabulary and the definitions. In the bottom, I did for each term, I choose a picture. For example, here is the desert. Here is the mountains, and here is the valleys. So for each 15 terms, I choose a picture to show students. And for task card number 1, which is geographical feature match up, the task is that students will match each vocabulary term with its corresponding picture or illustration. And for the action, they will use the provided pictures or illustrations to identify and match each geographical feature with its correct terms. And the integration is that they will use information gained from illustrations to connect vocabulary terms with real-life examples. For the guide practice, we will display a map of the local area and guide students through identifying geographical features within the map, point out landmarks such as rivers, lakes, and mountains, and ask students to locate them on the map. And for task number 2, which is map explorations, for the task is that students will use the map of a local area to identify specific geographical features. And the action is locate and label geographical features such as rivers, mountains, and forests on the map. And the integration is demonstrate understanding of geographical terms by applying them to a real world map. The independent practice is provide students with their own copies of maps of the local area and ask them to identify and label geographical features independently. And for task card number 3 is geographical feature quiz, and students will answer questions about geographical features, and they will match each vocabulary term with its correct definition or example, and they will use vocabulary words and definitions to demonstrate comprehension of geographical features. Then they will have a discussion, engage students in a discussion about the significance of geographical features in their local area, encourage them to share examples of how these features impact their daily lives, such as providing recreation opportunities or affecting the weather. And for task card number 4, which is geographical feature presentation, students will create a presentation about a specific geographical feature, and they will research a chosen feature and create a representation highlighting its characteristics, importance, and location. And they will use vocabulary words and information gained from each research to effectively communicate about geographical features. And here we have the 10 task cards, and we will incorporate the 10 task cards throughout the lesson plan. So I give like 4 examples already, but we will use eventually the 10, and you can see them here. And for the conclusion, we will summarize the lesson by reviewing key concepts and vocabulary words related to geographical features, and we will encourage students to continue exploring and learning about their local environment. And with that, we will assign 2 worksheets for homework, which are this is the first worksheet for homework, and students will fill in the blank. For example, a blank is raised land that is not as high as a mountain. A big stream of flowing water is called a, and they will choose the correct answer, and they will fill in the blank. The next worksheet is called Natural Wonders, and students will match each formation with its definition by writing a number in each blank. For example, number 1 is land rising up high above the land around it, and they will also color and write each feature number on the map.